We have a transmission and we're gonna tear it apart. So if you guys don't know Mike from Red Barn Racing, this is Mike from Red Barn Racing.
Hi guys.
And I've swindled and finagled Mike's time in the evening this fine Monday to let me see what the inside of a 4L60 looks like. And many of you may be going, Lethal, why are you putting a 4L60 in your 71 Classic? Well, it's mostly because of this guy's fault. Well, it is his fault primarily. So he has a 68 Camaro that currently has a 4L60 that runs 9s. And he probably made what, maybe 100 plus passes on it perfectly fine.
Yeah.
No issues. And so it really just comes down to, if you want to go this route, if you rebuild it with the right parts, you'll be fine. Now, keep in mind, I'm not planning to drag race the Lethal Classic. Mike still thinks I'll take it down the track at some point in its life. It won't. It's never gonna see a track. It's not. It's just not.
We're gonna talk so much shit that it will.
Anyways, so we are putting a 4L60 in the Lethal Classic. And Mike, actually, if you want to talk them through how we're going to set it up, because I don't know the lingo. I'm not a transmission guy, but we're going to hook it up for full manual.
Right. We're gonna reprogram the valve body in here, pull most of the electronics out of it, and turn it into a manual valve body. So then that basically what that means is that it won't shift automatically anymore. You'll have to physically move the lever to get it to shift. A lot of the other stuff we're gonna do is put 5-pinion planetaries in it, the red choline packs from TCI, upgraded servo, and a couple other tricks inside of here to get this thing to work behind the LS7 properly.
You see that? You see how he hid his trade secrets right there? you and Heath. Heath was magic on the doors and gaps, and now you'll be magic on the tranny.
Yeah.
So Mike loves working his magic on trannies.
Yeah.
So today's video is, I bought this transmission, obviously used from someone. We have no idea what's wrong with it outside of they said second gear is no more. So that's all we know about it. And we believe it came out of a GM Trax. I think that's what he said. I could be wrong. No.
Trax.
No, not a Trax. I don't even remember what it came out of now. Anyways.
Toledo.
Yeah. So we're gonna rip this thing open, see what's going on, and you know, find out if I made a bad decision or if I just have a big lump of metal that's worth absolutely nothing.
It's gonna be just fine.
You're so optimistic. I like this about you today.
The shaft turns. The shaft, that's in part. The front shaft turns just fine. The low reverse skater might be done. But well, let's find out.
Okay. So Mike was commenting that it looks like this has never been taken out of this transmission before.
Yeah, this is a...
How does that look?
Well, you can see how loose that is around that's the piston for the rod. And this goes down inside the transmission and then holds a band for second gear. We'll get into that here in a little bit. But with the piston that small and to begin with, because it presses against this area here to infuse it. So, and then it's got a leak in it.
So this band was literally only held on with 2 bolts. And yeah, that's a real interesting color. Well,
not a lot of metal on the magnet.
That's good sign, right?
Yep, that's a real good sign actually.
Sweet.
Yeah. Real good sign.
You ever wonder what the bottom side of a transmission looks like? There you go.
Oh, it's about to get a whole lot more intricate than this.
No, I know. I can't wait till we see the labyrinth.
Yeah, they cleaned the magnet.
What do you mean they cleaned it? You're finding metal on there?
This is all this has to get cleaned up. Yeah, there's metal all inside this.
I don't know if I said it earlier, but the magnet in the tray was actually pretty clean, but there was only 2 bolts on it, so obviously they had taken it off. But yeah, we found lots of metal on that piece, on that solenoid. Ooh, pretty.
There's more on this than there was on the magnet.
Yeah, so they were trying to hide something.
Yeah.
Just shows you how shady some people can be in life. I mean, honestly, they pulled the tray. Maybe they were planning on maybe doing it and cleaned it, but
maybe they were bored.
Maybe. I mean, should we give people the benefit of the doubt? We want to, right?
Yeah, we usually do. But at the same time,
being a decent human being. So in transmission life, what we're about, I call this the labyrinth underneath here.
The brain.
Or the brain. This would probably be an even better way to do it. Oh, there's some ball bearings.
Yep.
See? Labyrinth. Or the brain. I think it's got brain juice on it.
Brain juice. Definitely tranny juice.
But that's like one of the key things in reassembly, right? Knowing exactly where all those ball bearings go.
Yes.
Lots of fun.
Yeah, but now because we're changing a lot of this stuff around, like we have a new separator plate and all the other stuff.
So that's gonna change how everything.
Yeah, because you can. Yeah, this one is no good. And I'll show you why here in just a second.
There's a ball right there.
This guy right here. This one here was supposed to be sitting on top, just like the rest of these.
Oh, so it's like pulled in.
It's literally pulled into it, and hopefully there's no damage to the case on the back side of it. Usually there isn't, but that's one of those things you have to look at whenever you're tolling it apart. Yeah, because literally any damage on the case on these things, and they're about useless.
Fun. Yeah,
because there's not that's a not replaceable part.
So that ball's stuck. It looked like it was lined up right in there. Ooh. That doesn't sound good.
Lucy, we're gonna have some cleaning to do. Oh Lord.
What?
There's another ball down in there. But yeah, there's a new plate and everything in the new reprogramming kit.
Oh wow.
Yes. Yes, clean magnets. There was nothing wrong with this. Oh God.
Oh. That is chunky.
Yeah, you know what that is?
What?
That's clutch material.
Mmm.
Yep, one of the clutches came apart completely.
So what is this part called?
This is the front pump.
We get to play with the front pump.
Yep.
So what are you looking for, Master Jedi?
Deep grooves, scarring, anything that looked like it was coming apart. Yeah, because we can build the perfect transmission, put it all the way back together. If we didn't fix the pump or anything else that was wrong with it, then it's going to be just as useless as when they pulled it out the last time. Yeah, and see, whenever you're putting your torque converter in and you hear the 3 clicks, oh yeah, look at the metal shavings and stuff inside of here.
Nice.
Yeah.
Not so nice.
Well, we're gonna fix all that before it all goes back together. But this is the area right here that most people will mess up whenever they're putting a torque converter in, is they don't get all these little teeth lined up on the front here, and then this is when it just snaps this stuff off when you're able to go to put it back together. That's actually a pretty common thing for people to break up. So that's one of those things you like to check. Make sure nobody harmed the transmission putting it together. But there's a ton of metal.
Yeah, you can hear it when you're spinning.
Yeah. Yeah. So we're gonna pull all this apart and get it all nice and clean and put a couple new pieces in there. This is the band we were talking about earlier, and basically what it does is it grabs this drum and this is basically how it actuates second gear. So it turns a different set of clutches inside the transmission. Ugh. Now, if we could only get this thing out of here.
That's been heated up.
Yep. Yeah, that's not a deal breaker. Oh God. We might need to get some drums though. It was beating it up pretty bad. Let's take a look at the clutches. Alright. So this is the first set of clutches and steels. Actually, these don't look bad.
Mike, how do you want to classify this in a PG format?
Oh! A couple of clutches that have been bent.
And scarred?
Yeah.
Maybe some new planetaries needed?
Yep. The drums are definitely got the crap hammered out of them.
Oh, yeah. No, those are chewy.
Yeah, that should be pretty close to. Yeah, you can see how much heat they put into it.
Holy cow.
Yeah. Like they were towing when this happened. Paint it, it'll get there. Just paint it, Daddy.
See, this is what you do that makes people think 4L60s suck.
I'm not gonna say they're the greatest transmission in the world, because they do have a habit, you know what I mean?
So there was a lot of material in this thing.
Oh yeah.
Are we about to find out where it came from?
Yep.
You can see a lot of it on the inside of there.
Mm-hmm. That's not supposed to look like that, folks.
Oh, the teeth are gone.
Those are supposed to look like a clutch. And this is supposed to be a steel. This is supposed to be nice and shiny and smooth. Like that. They've reversed the, yeah. No more second gear.
He did say second was screwed.
Oh,
He wasn't lying.
yeah, there's one good clutch. That's what one should look like. Not that.
Oh. That's not good.
That's absolutely horrible.
Sweet! Hey, at least we know what the issue was.
That coincides with what he said.
It does. Minus all the other things he
Left out.
left out. So, there's not much salvageable on the inside, which I guess is fine. I expected that. New sun shell, new input shaft, new just about everything. So, 4L60, full rebuild. Luckily, Mike has a few parts laying around. Luckily. Because everything else seems to be back ordered forever and a day. So we'll get what we need, and I'm not doing a video on transmission assembly. That's not happening. But yeah, this thing was kind of trashed. But it is what it is. You roll the dice, and in this instance, I probably paid too much for what I got, but that's what I get. Till next time, guys. See you on the road.